It's November 13th, and Aaron and I are at the river unit today. We came back originally with kayaks, and we got to a point where we couldn't go any further. The water's just really drying up in this creek bed that we're using to access this piece. It's really hard to access. We're way back here, and there's a lot of water, which makes it hard for people just to walk back here. It's also landlocked in a lot of places, so our access isn't actually the best. We had to come through a lot of stuff to get here, and now that we're here, our wind's swirling more than we'd like, but it was high wind, so nothing should have been able to see us. Our only fear is that something smelled us, because they couldn't see us or hear us with all this wind. But we're set up. In front of us, we've got a road, an old road that comes down off of this hill and leads up to the crop fields that are on the private land. And at the bottom of this hill, there's a little shelf, and it kind of seems like a crossroads. I don't know if there's just two old logging roads that come together, if it's just a shelf and a road, but it creates this little funnel right here. And when we scouted this back in the summer, we found a big signpost rub just up the hill. We also found a really good buck bed on the side of the hill in front of us. If any deer are cruising, we suspect them to work this transition line of the hardwoods and the willows that are down in the bottom along the creek. And like I said, we've got a pretty good funnel here with these two roads intersecting. Well, like I said, also the wind is kind of blowing funky, but we're just going to have to sit and wait it out and see what happens. But if anything comes down this funnel, we should have a pretty easy shot. So I'm just going to sit tight and sit the rest of the day. About 3 o'clock, and about 10 minutes ago we had a doe come in and bed down, and then two younger bucks pushed her down the hill, and they ran right underneath of us. And right about the time they got back up the hill and were going the other way, Aaron looked down and saw a guy walking down through the willows down there, and he ended up walking right up to our stand, and he told us that he had shot a buck yesterday and he wasn't going to give up looking for him, and we totally understand that. The only bad thing is he's looking, or he has to look, because I'm sure that's where the deer went, right where we're kind of expecting the deer to come from, and where those three deer we just saw came from. He's a super nice guy. He didn't want to mess us up. He said that he would go around us, but we told him just go on through. He's doing the right thing, so he snuck up there pretty quiet. It's windy. I don't know. We'll probably stay here, is what I imagine. We don't have a lot of time to move, so figure we'll probably just sit it out, and it's public land. It's what happens sometimes. Well, clearly that guy walking through there didn't mess too much up, because that's one of the two bucks that we saw follow that doe down the hill. Came right down to where he walked. Definitely knew something had been through there based on the ground scent, but he just kept going on through. We definitely could have got a shot had that been a mature buck. Well, the night's coming to an end, and we ended up seeing pretty good movement, even though that guy walked through here. The only bad part was it was all 2- and 3-year-old bucks and does. But when we come back here in a couple days, we think we're going to push further to the south. There's still a lot of land that goes that way, and it's even harder to get to, so if there's a mature buck in here, that's where we'd expect him to be.